All right, Sandra, for more on this, let's bring in New York Congressman Mike Lawler. I just want to run a little bit more of the video of what happened on Friday and then get your take on it. Let's watch for a sec. All right, so the members of Congress who were there, it looks like a lot of pushing and shoving going on with ICE agents and other federal officials. They said that they were there for oversight. Congressman, in your experience, does that look like oversight? Does it look like interference, or does it look like grandstanding?
It looks like interference and grandstanding, frankly. I mean, look. Obviously, Congress has a responsibility of oversight, and certainly I think there are legitimate questions for any member of Congress to ask of officials at ICE and any detention facility. Last year, I went down to the border and toured a facility that was processing illegal immigrants coming into the United States down in Eagle Pass. We all have the ability to do that. But none of us, especially as members of Congress, should be engaged in any type of physical altercation with law enforcement officials. And in the video, you certainly saw at points members of Congress engaged in a physical altercation with law enforcement officials. And that is just unacceptable. No matter what the situation is, if the mayor was being arrested at that moment, you don't interfere with that. You allow the process to play itself out as we would expect every American citizen or anyone here in this country to abide by a law enforcement order.
Yeah, so you wonder who's inside. We've got this graphic of 5 of the people who are inside. One is a suspected MS-13 gang member. 2 actually are. One's a suspected Dominican gang member. One's wanted in Brazil for murder, and one's wanted for the rape of a minor in Peru. And this, the whole idea of who Democrats are supporting was a topic when you were on Real Time with Bill Maher. And he wasn't talking about this in particular. He was talking about Hamas, the anti-Israel protests. Let me just play a little bit about what he said in terms of the Democrats seeming to be going down the wrong road here. Listen to this.
Here is the dilemma for Democrats. Their young people, their key constituency, not only don't like their own civilization, they like the wrong one. They actually think Hamas is a liberation movement. They chant for the Houthis. They're chanting, "We will honor our martyrs" at Yale. They're looking for love in all the wrong countries. At an AOC Bernie Sanders rally in Idaho last month, someone threw a Palestinian flag over an American flag, and the crowd erupted in approval. What should have happened after that is one of the adults on stage should have told their young, loyal followers, this is not a symbol of freedom. This is.
I mean, Bill Maher is a Democrat. You were there with him, but he does seem to be the voice of reason in that party these days.
No question, and he was 100% correct when he said it on air the other day, and I couldn't agree with him more. The fact is, you don't see them marching in the streets or storming buildings in support of Laken Riley, who was murdered by an illegal immigrant, or for Edon Alexander, who is now rescued from captivity. You see them supporting the actions of terrorists. And it really is disturbing on so many levels. The fact is they are fighting for the rights of individuals who have committed heinous, violent acts against American citizens. And, this has been a challenge we've seen across the country in which, frankly, the rights of criminals have been put ahead of the rights of victims. And that's a problem. And that's something that we have seen throughout.
Alyssa Slack, a Democrat from Michigan, said recently that she believes that liberals are weak and woke. Bill Maher picked up on that theme. Listen to what else he said here.
If the thought leaders in the Democratic Party keep encouraging and not rebuking the idea that America is cringe and the people who run Gaza are great, the Democrats are doomed. Alyssa Slotkin's right. Liberals are weak and woke, especially the white ones, and they indulge all sorts of nonsense from their kids. So talk to your children and remind them, you don't really want to live like your heroes in Hamas. All the you do all day, it was all made in America. Your smartphone, your Grubhub, your freedom to bitch about America. That's all American stuff. You tell your phone you want a milkshake and a guy brings it to your house. Please, you couldn't survive a week living in Intifadaville.
So the suggestion from him there is very, very colorfully is that the Democrats are just completely out of touch with the goodness of America and the way that people want to live in this country and the ideals that this country stands for.
That's a big reason why they lost last November and why Republicans have control of the House, the Senate, and the White House. Look, there's challenges, there's issues to deal with, but America is a beacon of hope, of freedom, of opportunity, and yet they are embracing some of the worst actors on the stage, whether it be Hamas or China or other countries around the globe that certainly do not provide for freedom of expression or speech in their countries. So Bill Maher, once again, hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, that was quite an episode. You looked like you enjoyed it.
I did. Had a lot of fun.
Congressman, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, John.